I once worked with a woman who had suffered what would be considered mental emotional abuse by her mother. And this was even more difficult because there were no bruises to speak of. She didn't have physical scars, but it was on the inside. And she came to see me because her child was having school issues.
Yeah.
So she was there to help her child. But the more I asked her questions, the more her own story became part of it. Her story became revealed. Turns out somewhere in our treatment plan, she started talking about what had happened to her as a child, the severe verbal abuse that she had suffered through her mother, who's also an alcoholic. Every time she would go visit her mother, her leg would have this incredible hive to it. As soon as she was able to tell her story, and this is, I think, what's important about seeking therapy, counseling, coaching, is that somebody gets to witness our story. Someone gets to say, yes, it did happen, I heard it. As soon as she started letting herself be witnessed, being seen, telling it, her hive started to go away.
So this goes back to, emotions causing them change in the biology and therefore diseases and things like that. That carrying that for an extended period of time would eventually potentially manifest itself in some kind of a physical ailment.
Mm-hmm. Many adults who have suffered trauma or childhood abuse suffer from headaches, migraines, stomach issues. They suffer from different kind of allergies. Women suffer from gynecological disorders. Fibromyalgia is another one that is pretty common in childhood abuse survivors in adulthood. Again, if we don't give ourselves a space to express the emotionality of it, to tell our story, the body will take care of it for us. It's all about, literally, it's like bringing it up and out. And if we can't do that consciously, the body will say, don't worry, I'll figure out a disease to do it for you.
It's like watching Louise says, hey, you can heal your life. Mm-hmm. She speaks of it very eloquently. In that she says, when she got her cancer, which was in the reproductive organs, the way she expressed it was, well, no wonder, I got this cancer here because mm-hmm. of the fact that I was raped when I was a teenager and I was abused and all these other, different things that happened to me. And this was an area for my life that wasn't healed. And, later on in my life, this is how it presented itself. Why do you think it's headaches? You had mentioned headaches, migraines.
I think it has to do with anger. It's like, here's the anger. Yes. And I've always thought about it also, going back to the spiritual path in this. It's like our chakras, this is how we connect to God, to heaven, to spirit universe. It makes sense that for some people that believe this was done to me, where was God when this happened to me? That's exactly the part of the area of the body where we get pain. It's almost, if we look at it from how is this serving you? Well, perhaps it's a way of deepening your connection with something. But the ego, the human existence of it tells us this is pain, this is terrible, get rid of it.